I think it's okay. So the problem is, this is not just for fun and games here. Like, I am 1.5 billion in debt with Widowmaker Industries. So this is, I cannot spend any inkling of any time or ideas to make this fast. This thing has to fucking survive. So excuse my French, but this is just the ugly truth right now. So I really gotta make this work, you know? That's kind of what this is all about. Yeah, race version, bro. I gotta save the company. That's what this is all about. I gotta make this work. Otherwise, there is no more race for Widowmaker Industries, you know. And the problem is, even though I spend like 1 hour away to like optimize all this crap, no one wants to buy this shit. I mean, it's good for you, my guy. Good for you. Okay, I'm just currently designing it because I was just sick and tired of trying to get the sales up, so that I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna design a bit, because at least that's something I can do to get like some results of anything. And I'm so rusty because, believe it or not, I haven't touched career mode in over like 5 months or 6 months. Like, because all these because I played the campaign up until until 98, and then we did all the races. You know what I mean? So that's the big problem. And now I gotta finish it, but I gotta make some money. Otherwise, I'm going bankrupt because I'm 1.5 billion in debt. This thing. Where the hell are the... Oh, that's where they are. So I'm trying to build this a little bit retro. We see typical Widowmaker Industries design cues. That's why we have the wide grill and the eyes set up like this, because this is exactly how the original Spectacular was done. So I'm kind of going in this type of design, I guess. Makes sense. Regional Medica had like this pop-out key forbs thingy. Something like this, I guess, would work. It kind of has the original design idea with some modern things to it. So I think that could work. Yeah, I mean, I already played around with the springs, but it didn't help me, unfortunately, so far. Okay. So we got a fuel cap, we got this, we got wheels, we got the number plate, and the back we needed still. So I think for this I want to have something like this, but inverted. Inverted would be cool, if that's possible. But then, okay, the license plate itself will be inverted, so that's not good, I guess. Kind of just wanted this design thing inverted, not just the whole thing. But I guess it's okay. Frenia, that's where we hail from. I'm gonna copy me the Widowmaker Industries logo on there. Oh. This was a 3D fixture. That's not good. Where's that thing? Yes, bro, iCrafter, glad you're here. I need your help because believe it or not, I found the episode that we filmed, and I rewatched everything that we filmed, and I'm gonna have to give you your credit on this. I don't know if I should call it C200 license, but then I googled a bit, and all the car manufacturers that had license deals never mentioned that. I mean, when Bentley built the Rolls Royce and vice versa, only internally this was known, right? But if you want me to give it a specific name in the honor of Fusco, then I do it, because guys, iCrafter helped me a bit, and one of the engineers came over to teach me the ways. But I don't know if that's gonna be enough, because this is fucking 6 months ago that we did this episode, and it was never released because it's in the 90s. So yeah, here we are. Can I get a key button or something? Yeah, I guess building we're watching is a nice idea. I haven't played this in fucking 6 months. I don't even know where the key button are, because Minecraft, like I just said, this is based on the C200. If you look, I have steel, leather, galvanized steel. I decided against it because I don't have money for a galvanization plant. Other than that, it's C200. Salt axle coil, but I'm gonna use this body family to produce all of the Widowmaker cars for the future, because as you can see, there's a lot of cars I can slaughter out of this chassis type and whatnot. Question though is, since I'm gonna abuse this thing to make city cars, to make all kinds of cars, should I maybe upgrade it from leather frame to monocoque? But then again, production units are gonna ramp up, so I don't know about that, you know? That's kind of the only question that I'm wondering, if I should upgrade to monocoque. Yeah, and you get much better numbers for that, but not too much actually. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Yeah, originally that was the idea I crafted, but I don't have money for that, because the body that you have is from 1985, and I cannot design a whole new car with, I'm $1.5 billion in debt. I don't have the money to design a car from 85 that I have to redo in 5 years, you know? So it's just internally going to be the same. Yeah, that's what I just said. I think it's not good to use leather frame, but if I don't do that, then it doesn't have too much more in common with your car, right? But then again, it doesn't make too much of a difference, monocoque. It doesn't make too much of a difference anymore. And I have way worse production units, right? Plus, engineering time is way worse, and all that jazz. Yeah. Let me know what you think, but give me the pros and cons for this. I mean, I have to upgrade and change some things anyways, because it's currently unsellable, this thing, this piece of garbage. Kindly. It's a piece of garbage, as they say, currently. Okay, so the original Spectacular and Adam, they had a bumper thingy below this, so I'm thinking I have to do that as well. A bumper bar. Because I'm kinda retro, not modding, but I kinda building this retro thing version, right, of my original car. But I think it's gonna look ugly as hell. Yeah, it's no, I can't. I don't think I can do that. It's gonna look too ugly to make a bumper down there, because it's just too much already. I'm just gonna lose the bumper. Yeah, but look at the original Spectacular. The eyes are like this. The grill is like this. It's exactly. It's exactly based on the Spectacular. Let me see if I can find a picture of the Spectacular. So you understand what I'm talking about. So this is the grill, you know? This is why you have this grill now, you know? And look at the headlights. The headlights are just like that, you know? So that's where that's from. And the original car, the first one was Adam. This is probably going to be my last engine, my main engine family, so that's why I called it Eve. But if iCrafter wants to have a different name, I give it a different name, because the whole idea, the help was his to make a van. It wasn't his idea to make a van, but I guess our conclusion that from his advice that if I want to survive, that's probably what I gotta do at this point. Maybe I'm gonna give it a full light thingy, like the Sage. Like maybe I'm gonna give it lights like this. What do you guys think of this? Yeah, bro, what are you talking about? The Spectacular wasn't done anything correlated to Bentley, and Bentley didn't look like this in the 40s. Okay, it's proper ugly. But at the same time, it kind of works. I feel like. Maybe if I do like a cutout, it would be better. Now I'll put like a decal thingy over it. Man, I'm so rusty in this, because I haven't touched this in so long. I don't know where anything is anymore. Why is this called decals if the decals that we all know, the ones I'm talking about right now, aren't there? Maybe I have too many mods. That's the reason, because everyone sends me the car and then I downloaded all the mods and now I don't find anything anymore. There we go. So something like this. Then I put one of those grills on top. One of those deep cut thingies. Maybe this. It's a bit tricky, this thing. It doesn't look that as good as I imagined it in my head. It also doesn't work because it's the round thing does not match up at all with this. Okay, I need something that's completely flat like this, I guess. What if I just do it like this? I just make like a full... Ah. Unbelievable. I mean, it looks ugly, but at the same time, it's not the first time for Widowmaker Industries. There's still something that looks like garbage. I quite like it actually, it doesn't look that bad. Looks different. Maybe I'll lose this cutout thing, because why the fuck would there be cutout? Unless there's the exhaust, but that would be ridiculous for this van. Then again, I probably said like some type of race van, right? Why is it like overlaid like this all of a sudden? Okay, you know what? What other models will be on this platform? I think everything. Like I said, I don't know if my voice isn't always coming through, but I said I'm probably just gonna do one less family for the company, like one less platform, and that's probably gonna be this. So I'm gonna make everything from this platform. To kind of just like scale myself through the. Let's see if the engine has 2 exhaust or 1. Single exhaust, so it's perfect for this. Let me change the settings so it all saves, because the game crashed earlier for some reason. And let's put the exhaust on. Probably gonna go with the main exhaust that I used in the Sage. I'm not sure if these exhausts actually work in the sense of creating an actual exhaust, but they work, they seem to work, that's good. Yeah, they work, that's pretty good. So this is how I designed the cars, just so you guys know. I mean, of course, this is completely ridiculous, And of course, you're gonna have a much nicer looking car if you just look at a fucking, let's say, Bentley, and you just copy every of the details, and by copying everything you fail at some things, and then it's gonna look like your own creation. But what I'm doing here is something, there's a specific name for this in art even, I don't know what it's called, but I'm working with the mistakes, right? So this thing looked hilarious, and I just thought, hey, I could put an exhaust in. Obviously this is gonna look like junk, and what kind of fucking van would have a fucking top exhaust like that? But we're Widowmaker Industries, baby. We can just do this. That's the best part. What do you mean by DWB? What's that? What's the short form for that? I'm not smart enough for these equations. Actually, I'm gonna hide the exhaust because it's a bit too ridiculous. Yeah, but I think this is pretty good. Okay. So this is not correct. Actually gonna put this down, and I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. So we need stuff below this area now, because this whole area just looks completely ridiculous right now. So I want a key fob here. I can't find it, so I'm just gonna put this one. I'm just gonna put this here. Where's that thing? Oh, you can hardly see it. No, I need something like a bumper down here, like a diffuser type thing. No, it's gonna make the car more unreliable though. Gonna have to check that. Diffuser. Yeah, I mean, they all look ridiculous, so I might as well, you know? Nice little carbon fiber on the van. Never hurt nobody. Okay, but it doesn't work because it has these cutouts, so I guess this one would work. Yeah. It's going in the right direction, I would say. It's going in the right direction. Reflectors on the bumper, you mean the one on the back? Yeah, but iCrafter, what do you think about the ladder setup? What should I do? Should I do monocoque, or should I stay with ladder, because you used ladder in your thing? And the monocoque doesn't make it too much better in the stats, it just increases the production cost a lot. And the amount of units I can sell. Then again, I have like 50,000 factories, but keep in mind I still sell 6-7 other families. And Miguel, this thing doesn't have double wishbone. First of all my cars have double wishbone. This is the first one that I'm building. You can see here with the XP how green double wishbone is. I have 70% familiarity with this. Everything else I have like basically nothing. because I always only put double wishbone, even if it's some garbage ass van in the past. But now I'm putting solid axle just because I need the production units to be up. And I can't use torsion beam because then I have no more space for the engine. So I don't know what exactly you mean with the double wishbone is overpowered for carry capacity. You mean it's better if I use double wishbone for this? I mean, load capacity goes down with the double wishbone. I guess I could use wishbone in the front, maybe. Would you think I craft a double wishbone in the front for more usability in other markets, and in the rear use the coil? What do you think? Yeah, Tim, tire width is free. Yeah, I could use it as a Bromma, but I just introduced Bromma Gen 4, right? Like a year before this. So I think I still gonna have the Bromma for at least the next 4 or 5 years. What do you mean by unibody? Monocoque you mean by unibody, right? And I mean, that's what I already said now. I already said it as unibody. And cheapest independent suspension. Well, you see I have like hella familiarity with double wishbone. And semi-trailing arm is worse than the solid axle in this. I don't have a smaller engine. The inline 6 is the smallest engine I have. It's the smallest engine I have. And everything else is outdated anyways. I cannot use something else. We're kinda limited to the things that we can use. It's not that we are it's not all fun games anymore for Widowmaker Industries. Kinda have to use what I got, you know? Only thing is, I could technically make a new, I could make a new facelift, I guess, like a variant. I could make a new variant. I could make a new variant, I guess, of this engine that like needs less fuel and shit like that, if they really care about that how much. But then again, how much does this use? Okay, engine efficiency isn't. It could be better, I guess. Oh, but it's not that bad. Yeah, but it already is a body that has this. This body has everything. This body has pickup, city, street, race, everything. Or you mean I go for another one and then just designate it to be a van and a pickup. Is that what you mean? And then make that ladder frame? Yeah, everyone likes inline force, Tim, but I'm Ready to Make Industries. I cannot sell something with less than 6 cylinders. Just doesn't work for us. We have a certain standard here, you know? Okay. Well, here's the thing, iCrafter. The reason I'm not so sure about this is every car that I make, every platform I make, I pay a lot of money. Right? I pay hella money for every car that I make, right? That I have to develop. I'm already at 98. I'm not gonna develop much more stuff. And the problem is that I only have, look how many new cars I have, right? This is, by the way we left it. There's not even 1 month skipped since the last, like 6 months ago when we made the video. So you see the Brummer 4 off-roader is already done like last fucking year. Mark 1 is still produced. So the Brummer 3, yeah, it doesn't produce much, but I already have this coming up. So I don't need to make a standalone one just with this. I have the Arrow, I have the Lagoon, I have the Sage, Birke, all this stuff, right? So it doesn't make too much sense to make the standalone Brummer, and I want to have this, and then I have this body and this family, and I can use it for other shit in the future, you know? That's kind of the idea, to do that. To just have something that I can use for anything. I already have a pickup here, you know? Yeah, that's the idea. The idea is to make one van in one city, because from my market I have a lot of awareness there, but I don't sell shit in delivery and I don't sell shit in city. So the idea is to just make 2 variants of this and sell it there. That's the idea. Because as you can see, current revenue, make a lot of money in the premium markets, but I don't sell shit in city premium and I don't sell shit in delivery. Right? So that's the idea. Correct. And then afterwards, once the other models become a bit older, especially the some of the sporty ones. I don't have a very small sports car right now. This platform is going to be used for that, maybe fun market too. Then I can milk it there as well. So that's the idea. But something that I don't have that can share the body, everything. That's my point. The car can make anything. That's why I chose this garbage ass, ugly ass looking thing, because this can just do anything. It's just the widest fucking thing I could find. So if you look, I can make a sedan, coupe, convertible, a wagon, a hatchback for the city market. I can make a coupe, I can make a pickup. Pickup with 2 doors, smaller van. So I can make anything with this, really. Yeah, that's what I'm doing after I finish this. I just want to finish the design and then I will clone it and see if they like it. I will make different versions also for the van version, because I assume that they're like the one with 2 doors more, because for some reason no one wants to buy this thing currently. Let me just finish this up right now. We just put a vent or something for the brakes, so everyone knows you need a van with some proper brake vents. Everyone knows that. Scoop. Scoopity scoop. Oh, that's fine. I don't need that. Wing would be hilarious to have something on the top. Remember the A-Team van that they had. It had like a little scoop on the top. That was fun. Maybe I'll do something like that. A nice little A-team van. It was quite fun that they had. Oh my god, it looks so ugly. Oh yeah. This is exactly what you want from for a van. Now I need the rally. It doesn't appear like this. The rally fork lights is what I need at the top here. There should be better ones than this one. Okay, iCrafter really wants me to make a clone and see if it works for the city market, so I just do that real quick. You can make any car work, right? But keep in mind, Widowmaker failed 3 times making a city car. 3 times I made a car, I made trims, I made versions, and then I made 2 designated cars. One with the car, the engine in the front, one with the engine in the back. It never fucking worked. Never worked. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, that made it worse. Should I prefer this one? Maybe a proper clutch. This is 5-door. I mean, fuel efficiency is pretty good, no? Better on driving aids than on the diff, huh? What happens if I add seats here? Uh-huh. Guess the family market likes it somewhat. It's not quite there yet, but it's going in the right direction, I guess. I don't get the bullshit with the low reliability. Like, the engine has 80 reliability, the car's 77. Like, what the fuck is low reliability, bro? Like, I don't understand it. Yeah, bro, you don't understand. I'm Widowmaker Industries. I sell high luxury shit. I don't say the garbage as standard interior. So maybe suspension tune is a bit fucked up. It's kind of what I'm. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, it looks pretty good. It could be a bit more understeery, I guess. But it just doesn't get green. And this is the problem that I'm having with fucking automation. The shit does not become green. No more. I don't know. It's a bit fucked up. Yeah, suspension is not that expensive with a big increase of stats, but no one cares about those no more. Might as well just stay progressive because nothing happens. So yeah, that's kind of the problem. But the problem is it doesn't matter what car I do. That's the thing, guys. It doesn't matter what body I do, unless I crank it up to interior like handmade, and no one wants to drive this shit. You know, now it's slightly getting somewhere. Unless I do that, nothing ever happens. The chat is blocking the view. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Ah, okay, the chat is blocking the view. You know what? The chat can go like this. So, yeah. It's a problem, guys. It never gets green, no matter what I do. And it doesn't matter what car it is, unless I crank it up to like handmade interior and luxury entertainment, then it works. Otherwise, the competition is just too good, I guess. I don't know why. It doesn't even show me the competition, right? Shouldn't there be like a list of how the competition is? Am I too stupid? I don't see it. It doesn't matter. I can make it work somehow. I know I can make it work somehow. Also, keep in mind this is already much smaller body than the one I'm selling. This is 2.6 meters. And the Joker, which I'm selling quite successfully at the moment, is 3.1 or something, so half a meter longer. So this is already going to like the smaller market, which should be better for Frenia. But it doesn't seem to do the trick just by itself. So let me just finish the design before I finish up with the engineering shit. Where is the... Where's the body molding part, guys? While at the increase wheelbase and make transversal four-wheel drive. I don't know about that. I can try it in a bit. I just want to finish this design so I can finish it up in my head, you know? I didn't see that there was a space, but we have a look on this in a second. Yeah, it looks ugly as hell, but I think it works somewhat. Badges, don't need right now. Don't need any, well, we need, do need something though. Need, Syria I'll do later. And nobody got time for all that. Gonna add the classic Malibu indicators. It's looking less like a Bentley already. Interior, we don't need that. Scoop, blah blah. Ring, mirror. Where's the windshield wipers? Door handle. I just feel blind today. Okay. These are hella weird. Why don't they come here? Okay, game doesn't like these wipers for some reason. Or maybe the car model is a bit fucked up. Because it's hella weird. It's like inside the car for some reason. Okay, oh, none of these wipers work. I think I just have to take this one. This one always works. The problem is that it's mainly chrome. It looks a bit weird. Give me just some black plastic, please. Okay, the rest with the interior and shit I can do later on another time, I think. Yeah, I think the only thing that I definitely need is some small vents here in the front. Gotta have those. And then only question is maybe some bumpers, right? And technically I could even already add like some rear arches and shit like that. Maybe I should do that later. But technically bumper could be a good idea. Bumper. Yeah, it looks hella ugly though. What do you guys think? I think it looks hella ugly. What do you mean by side trim? It kind of looks like a Wildwas now. Maybe it should be chrome because everything else is chrome. Chromed up. I'm not sold on it. Body torture mod. If that doesn't sound promising, I don't know what does. I don't think I want to torture my car right now. Maybe I do. Let's see. Because these real arches look complete garbage. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, this is exactly what I needed. Oh yeah, mein lieber Freund, as we say in German. That's crazy, huh? What happens if I don't know, why is this so white, bro? Like, look at this shit. What the hell? There's some weird shit. What else do we get here? I've never seen this mod before. But these ones are nice. I like those. Yeah, this is kind of what I need. This is going the right direction for me. Okay, I think maybe a bit more onto the front. Then I will scale it. Yeah, this works. Yeah. Oh, that works actually. More or less. But that's a van, my guy. Okay, so maybe this one comes a bit to the front. Guess we need some room for these arches. It's kind of why I want to finish this first, because when I copy the car, don't have to redo all this nonsense. As much fun as it is. What else we got here? It's pretty much all the same, huh? Yeah, we're gonna take the big ones here for the back for sure. So yeah, that's kinda nice. It doesn't have any performance differences. And the beats look a bit ridiculous now, but we can fix that later. Okay, so now I just need... Hey, what was this? The dash filler is perfect. That's what we need now. Yeah, that's just what I needed. Very good. Or maybe it's not funny because it has this weird ass thingy. That's too wide again. Yeah, I think these don't work. Stupid as dash filler. Like I need something. Maybe I just take one of those cubes. Shouldn't these things be here? Why does it do that? But you know what, maybe I do this in a different color actually. Well, let's think about it. Steel gray. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. Only thing I wanted was the headlights, but I'm not sure if I have them currently, where they are. There's the fork lights, light bezels. The truck lights is kind of what I'm talking about right there. Let's see real quick what else we got here. A lot of gaboosh. But these lights are quite nice. I cannot change this weird cutout though, that's kind of a problem. It looks a bit weird. There's nothing connecting currently. Okay, I think that's enough. But yeah, now it's the only question how we're going to sell this piece of garbage. That's the only problem. Okay, that's a big chungus right there. Looks hella weird now. That looks so weird when it's so tiny too. I know about this one, guys. Let's keep it like this for now. Front splitter, yeah, I thought about that, but I mean, it's gonna be so weird, but you know what, why not? Let's do a front splitter since you gotta give the people what they want, huh? Let's take the most generic one that we can, because I think if we add anything more to the front, it's gonna like mess up the whole front. And it's like the only part of the car that's like, you can at least look at it without throwing up. If you look at the rest, it's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, I'm just gonna add this little thing here. But keep in mind, guys, this car is not supposed to be here to win us races. This car is mainly here to survive, make the company survive, I mean. Yeah, it's fine enough, I think. Yeah, you can show it to me later, not now though. Kinda happy with the design. Now the problem, how the fuck I'm gonna make this sell? That's the problem. Because I tried everything already. well, close to everything. Okay, so we have somewhat of a demand here. So where does it say that they need space? Miguel said they need space. Where does it say that? You mean the clearance for the engine? Or what do you mean by that? It doesn't change whatever I do. Like, it will always be too narrow. But what happens if I take the 5-door van? Maybe that will help. The design actually survived that. That's interesting. But what's the demand now? It looks better actually. So we lose a little bit durability, we gain a little bit comfort. Prestige is down, safety is up, practicality is much higher. Off-road is better. Utility is a bit better, weight is up. It's definitely getting greener. Not much though, but it's gotten a bit greener. It actually looks better too, I think. What about this one here? No, it's making it worse now. So yeah, this one is the best one so far. So how do I make it sell now? The only thing they talk about is light deliverability, like light delivery. Front brake force is so low, not probably because we have aerodynamics now, because we added those things, which changed some things up. But we don't need any angle on that, I think. I don't know if something magic happens if I reach 80 reliability, if then it's finally not low reliability. I don't know if that helps. Maybe if let's just say for fun, if I do this plus 15, what happens? Yeah, it's gotten a bit better, but I'm not even 80 reliability, so it's not that. What has gotten up though? The only thing that has gotten up now is sportiness by 1 point, comfort by half a point, prestige, the variability, it's not much that changed. Oh, that helped. Now that's better. All-wheel drive vicious. And it doesn't make too much of a difference. Familiarity, we're very familiar with that. We're even more familiar with helical. Doesn't also make too much of a difference anymore, but maybe adds even more numbers. Yeah, definitely much better. Maybe put the front split more to the front, maybe that will do something. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Let's just max it out to see. Yeah, doesn't seem to make much of a difference actually. Actually, it looks like it's better to put more power to the rear. Let's put it like this, I guess 60-40. Yeah, this is the base version now, yeah. It looks like such a clown car. Maybe I shouldn't put these black. It looks a bit ridiculous. Need to give the wheels a little bit more offset. Yeah, these fenders are just fixtures. They're not even race fixtures. They're just random ass fixtures. To make it look cool. To make it look like Widowmaker Industries. That's about it. So this looks a bit better now. Let's have a look in the overview here. Detail stats. Handling and brakes. Something that we can work on, technically. Circle test is bad. Steering is bad. Probably because of the steering type, I would assume. Where is the... there. Yeah, it makes it much better. Costs less actually. Engineering time is actually better and production units also better. So that's a good plus. Actually, that makes it worse. That's so interesting. Why does it make it so much worse? By just adding ABS. I don't understand. I add ABS and it's getting much worse all of a sudden. I don't get it. I'd have to understand, I guess. So safety, I want it to be over 40. It's over 50 now, so we can lower it a bit now. And we have this thing, the clearance in front of the engine is very narrow. But if I change the engine layout, it doesn't even change anything about it, which is very weird, I think. Because I have an inline 6. Why does none of the fucking... Ah, because it doesn't even work. That's why. Okay, fair enough. I was confused earlier. I was like, why doesn't it even show anything? Because it doesn't even work. Ah, amazing, and now it's fucked up. Ah, because I haven't checked this, I guess. I have to check everything again. That's just amazing, isn't it? Okay, I think that's how it was. I hope. Not gonna touch that again, that's for sure. Okay, so the steering is bad, supposedly. Now it's better. 0.3. Guess we changed the steering type, that's good. Spoilerness, we don't need that. Comfort. Brake caliper pad type, can make it more comfortable. Not have much torque, but that's fine. Our engine is already too big. Let's change the comfort. We're gonna make the brake pad a little bit more comfortable. Maybe not, it's already at comfort base, but it's already too weak at the same time. Front brake force is low. Of course, we have a splitter now. Some fool in the comments said we need a splitter. And now the brakes suffer from brake fade, of course. Ain't that nice? Someone said something about making the tires hella white for some reason. I think I tried to staining them a bit and it didn't do anything. Where's the guy that said that? Give it tall as tires. It doesn't change anything though. You can see now, do +5. I'm losing already drivability and sportness a lot and gain like a little bit comfort. So we have it at 570, let's just make it to 700. To 600 just to see. And you see this gets worse and worse, so it does not do me any favor. Can think about making it lower. I'm just losing comfort then though. It looks doable now, I would say. It looks like it's actually sellable now. What happens if I lose the gear to save fuel? Oh, it makes it worse, so I keep the gear to save fuel. What else could I change? Maybe something in the base configuration. Oh, that's quite good. Okay, yeah, that's a question. Double wishbone, huh? No, actually makes it worse a bit. But then again, I want to have the car to be possible in multiple things, so we're gonna keep the front double wishbone and we're gonna have the rear salt axle. That does a lot though. This makes it so much better actually. I think 1000 PM I can't choose for some reason. Wasn't that true? The torsion beam is also complete garbage. It's worse than Salt Exocore for some reason. It's just better for price and for amounts of production, but it's not actually better in any other way. But it's not much worse. I think, guys, this is actually okay. The way this is now, I think it is okay. Only problem is the yeah, Tim, it's fine. We're gonna make the splitter for the base version. It's all good. I was just joking, anyways. How the hell do I get rid of this clearance in front of the engine is very narrow, because it doesn't fit diagonally. Yeah, whatever, I just keep it like this now. Open differential, should I change that? Should I give it something else? Do Vans want a manual locker? I don't think so, right? Don't care about that, no, I don't want that. Yeah, let's go back to the detail stats. Prestige, suspension and wheels. I don't like the rims, but really? Who cares about a rim on a van? Rim diameter could be less or more. What happens if I click 15 now? Ah, it's actually getting better. I'm losing out on a lot of comfort for that. And I don't think that's worth it. Let me just look how it is on the statistics. Yeah, it's still complaining about the rim size, so I don't care about that then. Tell me more about safety. Safety is good. Practicality. The body they don't like. Accessibility is bad for some reason. Don't know how I would change how I would be able to change the accessibility. Utility. Braking versus grip is bad still. Because I added all this downforce now. Well, changing the stroke and bore doesn't change the size of the block. The block will always be the same. You just change the cylinder size. And then you will get a more reliable engine, I guess. But that's about it. Yeah, I could try that, I guess. But I don't think it will change this problem that the block is too big. No, all-wheel drive, I need that. When I made the change from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive, it all of a sudden get green. When I have all-wheel drive, when I have rear-wheel drive, ain't no one wants to buy this shit. No one wants to have it. So, I think it's just that my competition, like the setting that I set in the game, is very high. So I need to put a lot of features into this in order to get a green level. I need to make the car really good. Like if I sell a rear-wheel drive car, it's not fancy enough for people and they're not gonna buy it, you know? That's kind of the problem. Acceleration, traction, grab is a mess. Yeah, that's just because all-wheel drive. It's just normal, I think. I have too much power in this car, supposedly. Interior is the only thing that's like less than 80. Interior and entertainment assist is the only thing that's kind of like less. But I'm already going for the lower shit, not the crazy shit. So yeah, it doesn't do much here. I'm not thinking about any weight class, bro. I'm thinking about saving my company. Because if this thing doesn't sell, then I'm gonna go bankrupt. 1.5 billion debt, I need to make this thing sell. Can't think about classes. I'm gonna design a car that sells. Then I can think about, okay, if I'm gonna make a race version out of this, you know? Yeah, I know that I can make a basic thing, but I'm still Widowmaker Industries. I'm selling prestige kind of shit, you know? So I have to build something that's kind of luxurious, you know? At least for the role-playing effect. Also, if you see at basic, I do get less sales there. It's getting worse. It's much greener now. And you see here also my experience. I have 0 experience with basic and standard because I don't build it. Even premium I only have 21%. I usually build handmade. That's kind of my thing. Yeah, but does this make too much of a difference? I pay 500 more with premium than standard. And I have 1 point more production units. Like, that doesn't make too much of a difference. Guess I can do standard. But look how much fucking comfort I'm losing. I'm gaining like nothing. And I'm losing like 9 points in comfort. And they want that here. They say a reliable cargo delivery vehicle with good fuel economy and a hint of comfort. And it's even in the heavy delivery one. Yeah, you say higher Of course, the more crazy interior takes away from the reliability, but look, I'm switching from standard to premium, and I'm losing half a point of reliability. So unless there's like another hidden reliability score that I don't see, I don't know about, I think it's okay. On the other hand, there is one here, you're right about this. There is one here, right? There is one liability. Okay, that's not that bad though. Ah, this actually makes it better. Wait a second. So basic CD I can be convinced for that, okay? I can do that, I guess. But I'm gonna have to keep the premium there. I need that. I think I'm gonna be able to give the okay on this now. This looks okay and doable. Engineering time is fine. Why don't I get the comparison to like the competitors, you know? Like it doesn't make sense. Normally you have like this toggle markets, I don't know, you have like this thing where you can, where it tells you you are here and your competitors are there, right? But I don't know how do I do that? How do I compare to the average market to know like what's important and whatnot? Because it doesn't tell me here. Confused currently. Okay, so this car is going to be good for the next 7 years. That's good. Yeah, I clicked on the demo. Ah, there we go. Thank you so much. Now you can see I need that comfort. Like I'm at the white level with my comfort, right? I'm over the competitors, but that's kind of my point at Videomaker Industries. We do sell comfortable shit. It's breaking after 2 minutes, but it's comfortable. Like, the reliability stat is ridiculous. This is already 78 and look how far it's ahead. It's just ridiculous. Fuel economy, yeah, we can make a new engine, I guess, to be more fuel efficient. I might have run. But first I wanna clone the car because this is already, I quite like this now. Wait, which is the one that I just did? Ah, it's the lower one, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I usually fuck up all my reliability in the engineering tab because I back in the day I didn't understand that changing the reliability there will actually lower the reliability of the car. And what I did was just jank it all the way to the moon because I was like, oh, I'll pay less money now. And then I was wondering why I get like these recalls every 2 seconds. like a fool. Okay. What the hell is this? So now I wanted to test something, because okay, I wanted to see if what happens if I change the engine. I still have the fuel efficiency engine. I'm not sure if it's outdated or what the fuel efficiency even is, because it's not, okay, it's not very good. 200 horsepower, it's too much. It's too big, it's too much, even though it was the fuel efficiency version. But also it's like a very old engine from the 70s. Yeah, this engine is from the 50s. It's gonna be even worse. Actually, it could work with a facelift maybe. But this engine is from the 50s, you know. This engine block. So I'm not gonna fuck with it. List view, where's that? You mean here on the stats? Like click to compare cars, you mean, or what do you mean? Right hand side of the engine selection tab, 3 buttons. You mean the list mode, I assume? Yeah, I know that mode, but how does it help me? How does it show me which engine is going to be well in the car? See, the fuel economy in the V8 is actually better than my brand new 1996 engine with 21. So it's not that easy to say, I see now whatever is in here, and I know that because this engine was garbage in the car. No one wanted to buy the car with that engine, right? Because it's just too big of an engine. But in my world, I would be like, hell yeah, I want a van with the V8, especially because the fuel economy is even better than the inline six. But they don't want it for some reason. I don't know why though. So I don't know. Yeah, do you see the turbo box is from the 50s. Yeah, reliability is crazy, and they completely shat on it, and now 1.5 billion in debt. So we get a people mover now. But why does no one want it? That's the question. Should be for commuters, right? Wait, why does a people mover only have 2 rows of seats? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, seat count is way too low here. Commuter. Maybe this car buddy wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, but you have to understand, I'm selling in all markets. I'm selling in all markets already. I have like 10 different cars. Different car families, different car platforms. The only ones I'm not selling in is Pass Fleet, Delivery, and City. That's why I'm making this car right now, to kind of hope to be able to save the company with it. Not necessarily because I think it would be a cool car to do or whatever. It has to be more reliable, and I have to get better fuel. So maybe I have to make a fuel efficient version of this this engine as well, to kind of get it there. What's company bubble stuff? I'm a complete noob at the game. I'm playing it blind basically. It's my first real playthrough. The aerodynamics nonsense is also not good for the fuel efficiency, I would assume. Where's my fuel efficiency here? Yeah, it's a bit better, no? Well, tell me what the company bubble means. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pre-design this thing, this pass fleet, but I need a better engine for this, but I'm not gonna build it actually. I'm not gonna sign it off. But I will, what I will do is make the city car. And then I'm gonna make a version of this engine which is just ridiculously fuel efficient. Interesting enough, that's just the same market. It's just a hatchback, but no one seems to care. Maybe I should make it a coupe. Ah, it's still. Hello, Burger. How are you doing? Funness more on the city market. It's also something where I don't sell anything. I'm doing pretty fine, thank you very much. Trying to save the company. We are only 1.5 billion in debt. So I'm designing a car for the only 3 markets where I don't sell something. I don't sell something in van, I don't sell something in city and in people movers. So I took this ridiculously looking ass base car and I'm trying to just do this like fusion of different cars within one body, within one family, I guess, and kind of try to make it work. Yes, I mean, maybe you don't know this, but I started this whole thing with Widowmaker Industries and all this show and everything blind. So I have no idea what I'm doing. And it's not that good for me right now, to say the least. City Premium might be something I can go in. Okay, got a lot of drivability that I can lose for some more sportiness. Without losing reliability, I can try doing that. So maybe a chart with the The last gear should be less, probably. Make it a bit more sporty that way. Maybe also the power split more to the back. Probably a proper differential in this thing. Well, good luck. We'll see you on the racetrack. Why did my tires just blow out? This is a completely normal tire size, 215, 17. Maybe this is... the diameter is too small. This just seems to be completely fucking up my car even more. Yeah, this is horrible. Well, is it that bad for companies to make a van? If you think about it, Mercedes did vans, Ford did vans, and there was a Ford GT, right? So it's possible for a company to make a sports car and a van. It's not completely crazy. I actually make my van look, it has all the design elements like my other cars, so it's definitely in there. So I need more sportiness, I need more reliability. Oh, it's so fucking hard to get the reliability. I don't know what the hell it is. My reliability is already at 77, and they're all complaining about low reliability. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, it's ridiculously reliable. For now. Yeah, the engine is also extremely reliable. It's the most reliable engine I've ever built. At 80 reliability. And I'm making race cars. I'm Woodmaker Industries. My engines blew up normally after 1 kilometer. So this should increase technically the things that they're not. Making it much lighter should give me more sportiness, And it should give me more fuel, but no one cares about it again. Let's just make the car worse again. Lose a little bit of comfort and other things. Yeah, the van I already done. The van is good enough for me, for my stuff and things. Look how deep red this is. Like, no one wants to have this. Like, this is like, they despise this car right now. They hate it. They just like think it's complete garbage. Maybe they like convertibles, I don't know. No, didn't make it better. Yeah, but that just means that your competition is too low, man. If you have track people showing up in your van, that just means the competition is on 0. Like, look how good my car is. Like, just in the sense of objectively. Right? And like, it's hella red. And look, I have +5 quality everywhere. Like, this is an expensive ass car, and people just think like, oh, that's garbage. It's because the competition is very high. We'll tune it for fun maybe, seat count. Okay, 66 and 15, 42, 44. Yeah, okay, it's much better with the full row on the back. That's because my competition is stronger than yours when I started the career. One power steering and suspension tuning. What if I set it to sport? Okay, now I'm just gonna give it more camber and I think that should be fine. I mean, more towing. Yeah, as you can see, I don't have time to practice because I'm just designing the car now, and then I literally will be able. Then I will have to. I have to make it sell. Like I'm designing this car to make sales, right? I'm not designing it to race. That's what people never understand when they see like career cars, because they think, oh, you guys get so many benefits and shit. Like, yeah, because bro, we're struggling out here. Okay, sportiness. How do I get the sportiness up? They still want power steering, but do they though? I don't know. The automatic doesn't make much sense for a fun car. Probably they want manual. Not really. Auto manual 6-speed maybe. No. Hate automatic. How about a sequential gearbox in a fun city car? No. Yeah, I mean, I would say mine is also quite safe. It's not unsafe. As stupid as power steering is annoying me. Why do they want power steering even though it's already a pretty good power steering that they have? Like if I give them electric. They don't want it. But yeah, they want this, they want the variable, this one, huh? Yeah, I guess it's okay. Okay, so they want this. Exactly. They gotta eat more schnitzel, but the thing is, I've never met a car so light because I always have handmade interior. Usually my cars weigh like 2000 kilo ever since the 60s, but this is a very light one, so they should be able to steer it. If they wouldn't make a customer, they're used to it at least. comfort. Suspension tuning once again is very uncomfortable. But I want a sporty car. Sportiness, what can we do here? Handling and brakes. Gearing, loudness, yeah, that's engine stuff. Can't do that now. So I think it's good enough for now. And for the next one I will do a race version of the engine, and I will do yeah, you know what, we can just try a different engine in this and just see what happens, I guess. What happens if I put a good old turbo in there? I don't even know if it's in production. It supposedly is. What happens then? They hate it, they love it? Oh, they hate it, of course. Not surprised. Engine's 30,000 years old. Why do you wish to have gone sooner? Okay, I'm not gonna check that. I'm not gonna check that engine. Yeah, it's one of the restrictions, you're right, but I'm making the carburet not to save my company, not to win the race. And yeah, the spoiler is floating. I was just testing something out real quick with the different molds and shit. So what happens if I just, for fun, I'm just gonna copy this thing for fun, and then I'm gonna see what happens if I put a good old V8 in there that is fuel efficient. Maybe the fun people like that, no? I mean, it sounds like fun, but let's see. I know how the situation is with my factories because I have like 10 engine factories. So I don't know how that will turn out. Shouldn't they hate it? Yeah, they hate it anyway, see? They hate it. $2,000 horsepower EV in a 500 kilo car is going to be exciting. Talking about LMH or what? Good for you, Tim. What exactly do you mean by EV? Do you mean like electric vehicle? Because we're not planning at least to do any electric races anytime soon, at least. So this is the page that I always neglected in the past. I always just never cared about it. I don't know how long the engine is still in production, you know? Can I see here maybe? No, it doesn't show me. So I don't know how long the engine is actually taking until it is done. So I don't know how to tune the car to be ready when the engine is ready, if you know what I mean. Maybe if I go all the way out to campaign, maybe I can see it there in the factory. So there should be an icon that tells us when the inline 6 is ready, because I made this brand new inline 6 a while ago. Yeah, optimize the suspension a little bit, I think. Where is this being engineered? Wait, sign off screen? Hey, there's here, engine Mark 1 V8S. Now it's not a V8 factory anymore, this is an inline 6 factory now. So in 7 months it's going to be produced, but there's other cars already demanding this, so I probably should already start setting up other engine factories also on this engine that are not producing any demands anymore. So this one, for example, it's making the same engine as this one, and it's just producing 126. So I can easily change those up. And yeah, okay. So for now, it's probably okay. How long does it take to change up an engine? This is Mark 5. I'll just change this also to inline 6. I don't know if it just takes like a month, then we can probably, we don't have to do that then, but. Yeah, mastering suspension sounds like a very nice thing. It's not something that I'm very good at though, but it sounds like it's pretty good. Okay, it didn't tell me how long it's gonna take, just 1 month. It never showed me anything, so I hope this isn't gonna create any shortcuts for the V12, because it is producing 126 of them per month. So I hope you're not gonna miss out on those, otherwise I just made a big mistake. But now this seems to be utilized not nearly to the full extent, so it seems to be fine. Alright, so I can continue. So the engine is ready in about 7 months or so, so it's okay. Let's aim for yeah, let's see what we aim for. I don't think I should learn anything anymore with pressure and stuff, not learning, because it's 1998 now, so it's gonna soon be over. I learned a lot in the past. I don't think it's that we should focus anymore on learning anything. This is always the one where I'm most confused at, this table here. Engineering costs, I'm just gonna keep this as a necessary evil. We're gonna have to invest something. Time is also okay. We are selling something right now, but we are losing like a good 7 mil at the moment. And we can survive 7 mil for, let's say, 30 months. Then we lost 210 million. If we keep on losing 7 mil, then we have 30 months to survive, and we're gonna have another 150 mil for the cost of this thing. right? So 30 months should be like the max, or should be something to aim for maybe. Production units. Why do I get like already like a 20% in your fuck you in your face with this shit? Why? For what? Reliability is 37. Like we're gonna make that more reliable for sure. Let's get up to. Oh, it's eating up a lot of time. It's eating up a lot of money and time. Okay. So let's say we don't learn nothing no more. We just work for once. Does it even change anything? So this lowers. This is just the engineering time. This is the quality. These are my quality settings, huh? Tech pool. So where my tech pool is bigger than the quality set, I save a lot of time. So maybe in theory I should set on quality level 5 for that. But all my reliability goes down again, it's ridiculous. But engineering cost goes down, that's good. Engineering time too. So I think that's fine. I don't need familiarity anymore. Funding. That doesn't even do anything. I just pay way more than I would gain from this. This is garbage. This is completely garbage for us. So guys, what do you think? 77 reliability enough, or should we reach at least 80? Or is this gonna be too expensive? We can make the process. Yeah, we should make it optimized in theory. On the other hand, material costs are low already at 11,000, I feel like. They're very low, I feel like. So I think I could make it a little bit more wasteful and gain some time, but on the other hand, it also doesn't make too much of a difference. Tooling, now that's something I never understood. Because for some reason, bigger factories get away with more automated ones, which there's no logical explanation for that. Because I can also automate a factory with 100 people just like an automate one with 10,000. Because logically, what this little toolbox tells me is that if I put it manual, I produce less cars for cheaper. And if I make it automated, I produce more cars and it's more expensive. So logically, if I have a big company, a big factory, I put just on manual and I don't overwork them, right? But on the other hand, then they need more time per factory worker, right? So it's a bit confusing, everything. To me, at least. Automated. So this makes it much cheaper and also the time much better. But I'm producing way less units than before. If I do it like this, I have hella expenses, hella engineering time, but I can produce much more units of this within the same time. And since we're just making 2 versions of this right now, right? And since we're gonna have we're gonna have 2 big factories ready for this, I think we can go get away with at least 40. We're gonna be faster. And hey Burger, goodbye, have a good one. And I think it's gonna be a bit better. "48 months is 2 years. It's until 2000. I don't know if I can survive that. Because 48 months times 7 million is a lot of money. It's 350. And we can easily get like here and there like a lot of months that are more expensive, right? But okay, let's check this. So we have engineering time here. Chassis takes 33 months. Drivetrain 17, interior 14, driver assists 20. The stupid ass assists are taking a long, but I don't want this though, huh? How do I uncheck this? It's still the same amount of time. This just fucked me. This is just... Now I just deleted this car for nothing. That's amazing. This was just fucked up. Okay, a driver assists 20 and... Chassis quality is also probably what kills me here a bit. So I'm gonna lower the chassis quality. And I'm gonna have a look at the driver assist. Something's going on that is not very good. Yeah, there's nothing crazy here though. Don't understand what should I even optimize here? So let's see now how much it is. 45 months. We gained almost nothing really. Drivetrain, interior, and assists. But we are lower in assists than we have tech for, so we should be very good at that. But I think it's the fun car that I made. Tim, I'm glad. I assume it's all-wheel drive. Fun premium. So drivetrain. Maybe it's the sports compound tires here that we're doing. Maybe if I do medium, it's better. No, I need those. Otherwise, I'm not selling. can get away with no traction aids. That's amazing. So maybe that's the key. I already know that mine is gonna drive like garbage because I'm just doing it to save my company. But who knows? Maybe it will drive magically good. That's how it always. The Sage was my best-selling car, and it was driving like a god, right? Yeah, base versions are oftentimes cheaper. That's not necessarily something crazy because you can remove the entertainment, you can remove all these things you need for campaign. That's why it's so important to understand that campaign is so much tougher, because you have to put a catalysator in there to fuck up to get the fucking emission levels right. You're gonna have to put hella interior and all this stuff to make sales that you don't need for racing. It's gonna make the car heavier, slower, weaker, and more expensive at the same time. So that's why campaign cars get a little boost here and there. Drive time is still 5 quality higher than 4. I don't understand. But it looks much better now already. Drivetrain. Why is the drivetrain 16 with 5/4? Or maybe it's the other one. No. Remember this one, Tim? Your favorite sound? Drivetrain. So I think I'm onto something here. So, big takeaway, guys. Reading what automation tells you is a big plus point. I never did it. And now I'm 1.5 billion in debt, so reading helps. Thank you, Tim. So drivetrain is now 4 and 4, still 14 months. That didn't even lower anything, did it? Maybe I have to lower the city car again as well. Can you imagine that I had to do this with 20 twins at the same car? Yeah, it's worsening the sales a lot though. This is probably the least best comfortable car that I've ever built. Okay, so I think it should be less than 42 months now. It should be, I hope, like something like 36 or something. The engineering time, that did not even update. It's the same thing as before. I will lower the interior to 5. Maybe The body's only 7 months. So in theory I will lower that to 5 and see what happens. And it was also a very dominant car. I was able to handle that motherfucker also because it was all-wheel drive, I think. With the 1200 kilos, 700 horsepower, I was able to handle it quite well for what it was. It was not very bad, not at all. Less than 80 kilograms. See, that's what I mean. It handles one of the best cars and doesn't even have much downforce. You created something there with the all-wheel drive and with the suspension, as my personal suspicion. Because when I did the Sage, I did like some new suspension thing that I just did because it increased sales. Not necessarily because it was something that was very good. And yeah, worked. Yeah, the reliability is killing me. So 40 months now. 3, 2, 2. Body fixtures. It's only 6 months though. The chassis takes a lot of time though, huh? But maybe that's normal, I assume. Takes a lot of time.
If you got 5 to 8.
Sorry, that was an ad. The chassis takes a lot of time because it's stupid double wishbone, isn't it? The engineering time 22. So now I have engine time 9 here. Ladder I would only have 27. That would be a big benefit. $27. Should I go to ladder frame, or will that completely fuck up the car? Not sure. I mean, I would save 11 units. I don't know if this is actually months. And engineering time for the monocoque is 24 more than this. And the only difference is it's weighing more and it's a little bit less safe. My safety rating is currently at 50. What happens if I do this? Nothing. It's okay, I can technically... Oh, safety level is much lower. It's a lot lower. Yeah, for the long one, I'm not so sure about this one. Yeah, I have a lot of experience with ladder though, for whatever reason. I don't know if it makes sense to, yeah, to do that. Let's see how the other card's looking now. Where is safety? Safety, safety. How would it look now? I don't know. Let's see also how is the fun car now? Is it still sellable? Or are they saying, oh, we don't want no ladder frame in the 2000s? Or not want no 1940s technology? All up in there. Yeah, it's definitely less desire now, but it's much faster. There was a car. Oh, that car's completely like garbage now. I don't think I can do the... No, I can't do the ladder frame. Let me just see, how fast would it be though? If I would design it like this. The loading times are horrendous slow. I don't know why. I have 100 gigabytes free on the SSD, NVMe, it's super fast. I have 100 gigabytes RAM, DDR5, 6000 megahertz, dual channel, and this game is so unoptimized. It's loading hella slow. And I'll be 34 months. It would be great, but no one wants to buy the car no more. So I'm gonna change it back to a ladder frame. To monocoque. And hope for the best. Maybe we'll die. I don't know. I'll probably die. I just wish I could get below 42 months, but for some reason it just seems impossible. That I just don't know if our company can survive so long. 7 million every month. Well, that helps a lot. 6 months just by one tick. 23 months. I just hope that... Yeah, it's gonna make it much worse though. Doesn't it? Oh no, it's actually not that bad. I was already garbage beforehand. Okay. Okay, let me just fix this real quick. Tim, what time is the race tomorrow? The voting finish. Where's the icon for the... Okay. If you don't mind, you can confirm in that chat that it's gonna be at 8, I guess. So we have a specified time there. See you tomorrow, man. And put in the Discord that the race is gonna be at 8. So people know which one to get ready for. 39 months, I don't know if it was worth it. We lost a lot of demand for 2 months there. Okay, I got this one ready, usable, medium. Can be used for this. Spectacular 2 Mark 3 is not in production anymore because we have already Mark 4s being produced. Engine factories are massively overworked because we're gonna have to filter out which engines are going out of production. Probably our old Boxer engine, because that was a 6-cylinder, and we're probably gonna use the new inline 6 for everything. I'm just surprised why this doesn't change if I change these things here. It's also great that it doesn't tell you here that you pay hella money if you overwork them. So we can increase the quality. It's going to take us 12 months until we have 2.5 shifts, but it's taken us, what, 3 years? No, 36 months now. No, it's 3 years until we are able to build the car. So if I'm thinking this correctly, right, I could just throw this up to the highest level, no? Isn't that right, guys? If I just throw this up to 100 here. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much. But if I put this up to... I'm waiting 48 months. Okay, it's not possible. It's going exponentially higher. So I could put it like this. Because I'm getting higher rocket quality and it needs time to hire these. But 48 months is what it takes, and 45 months we're ready with 2.5 shifts. So I could do this for these shifts then. So it's pretty good. But maybe I'm going less in quality, a little bit less wages maybe. Wait, what? Bro, what the hell is this? We need to pay 700 mil for the construction of what? What are you talking about? What the hell is this bullshit? Are you kidding me? What the hell is this? Cost of major tooling, cost of minor tooling. 700 million? For what, dude? I don't got that money. I'm not gonna make that much money with it. Bro, this must be some stupid ass joke. How is this gonna work, guys? Should I invest that? I have a credit rating of D, so I'm not gonna get any good loan. I think they will just throw me even more under the bus if I do that now. So it tells me I need to pay 700 mil in this factory for whatever reason, it doesn't. I can't change that here, right? Or is that it has to do with the worker quality and it's just another one of those hidden secret sliders, and that if I just keep it normal, it will just stay like that? No. Oh my god, this is not good at all. Okay, what happens if I go to another factory? Because I'm not gonna pay $1 billion just for factory that I already own. Like, I can buy a new factory for that, right? So what else? So this makes a spectacular and Mark 1, but this has leatherworks, doesn't have steel presses, that's a problem. This makes the Malibu Mark 1. That's a small one. It needs to be medium. The rest is it's the only one I can use right now. Oh, this is just isn't that amazing? And I can't even tick that off. 700 million for what though? For what? Tooling costs? So I should have just kept the car in there, whatever was in there, because we pay hella cool tooling. Do I have to pay this every time I make a facelift? Because if that's the case, then I'm going to be bankrupt. Because in that scenario, I should just make like 25 trims right now, pay 7 million once. But guess what? Ain't no one tells you that shit. So I'm just gonna jump in. I don't care. Also, this months until one shift. I hope they fucking mean when I click the button, and not when the first sale has to be done, because we have 45 months until this is basically engineered, so they better start hiring now and do that thing. So otherwise, this is just ridiculous. And yeah, engine factors are worked, we're gonna have to do that later. Oh my god. Wait, what happens if I lower this? Ah, there we go. Okay, that's something, that's interesting. Okay. Tooling quality and all this is just very maxed. And now it's becoming more reasonable. So automation makes sense to automate it a lot, because we want to have low amounts of time used per car, right? Here, production units are going down, I would assume, if I do this. No, it doesn't show anything there. But it shows us here how much staff would be required. So with a lot of automation, we need less staff, meaning we can start faster. But we don't need that. We can actually go a little bit more unautomated, needing more staff, and instead we're gonna pay the normal wages, and we're gonna keep the worker quality the same. So if I have trash tooling quality, the build quality will start early? I don't get it. QA threshold is... Like less than 1% is a good amount for a recall. But I also don't want to have these high ass slowdown percentages. So I say this is okay, I guess. Tooling quality 46. We do make more profit with no tooling quality. And we pay less money up front. I don't understand. What's the benefit then? We have more slowdown, but who cares? Oh, I was gonna lower this a bit then. 36, I don't care. But then again, probably the reliability of the car is gonna be decreased and then it's not gonna show up on this page, isn't it? That's gonna be the fucking thing again. Okay, this should be okay. Okay, supposedly this car could bring us back all the debt that we have. Let's see if that's true. These things never come true, but let's see how we are doing. So, delivery budget. It costs us 15.6. And we could sell it max for 26, right? Yeah, that's a big margin though. And we're gonna have a steel car. We're gonna have less margin and more sales, I hope. That's kind of what I'm aiming for here at least. It would be interesting to see the other markets right now. Because light delivery might be different and that kind of thing. Now Fun Premium is already like the higher up thing because we also can sell a little bit in Fun. So 24 should be good for that. So we're definitely going to get some sets for the Fun Premium, but maybe we're going to get some of the higher sellers for the Fun market as well. And that kind of thing. Yeah, that looks pretty juicy, doesn't it? I'm just going to keep it like this, I think. Yeah, a little bit cheaper. Because we can sell a lot of cars, I assume. But let's also have a look at this. So we estimated 1.5 shifts, but we need more shifts. And our stock will go down, okay. So project profit graph. Why does it say randomized loss here all of a sudden? Yes, 2.5. It's okay, this is when we will produce. Sell. I don't know how to read this graph. Okay, but required shifts are higher, so we can increase them. Make less money now because we increased the price for the thing here. Okay, I need more of the shifts, I assume. So the yellow and green should be at the same point, no? No, they're completely lined up if I read this correctly. So it's okay, I think. Even though it was nice when this was all green earlier. Yeah, let's do it like this then. Fuck it. Maybe he calculates his engine factories overworked in there and that's completely wrong because of this. I don't know. Car staff 7 months. Engine staff. Don't tell me that they start hiring after the fact. I mean, if they do that, then I'm fucked. I don't know if that's true though. I think that's what that means, no? So what happens if I don't tell them to become hella good people? I always have to go on the stupid ass factory management page. I hope they changed it in the new update, huh? Okay, what happens if I say, okay, you don't have to become the craziest workers and they don't lower the wages? We're aiming for 1.2 shifts. So let's just say you got it. Yeah, let's just do it like this, I guess, and let's see what happens, I guess. Because I don't know what the hell that means. This am I gonna have enough workers when it starts, or am I gonna start hiring? I don't know. I haven't played a game in 6 months. I don't know, and it doesn't explain it anywhere. But once again, it doesn't show anything here. You know what? Fuck it. If it's like this, we're gonna have to start another factory, complete design. Shouldn't take too much loan coverage because we are paying a lot of money back. But we want to pay that back as late as possible. We have 20 more years. We pay it back. It's 15 million more, but a lot of more time. I can pay, let's say, 1.5. Yeah. Well, let's do this. Sign it off. And I guess let's see what happens, huh? Back to Herb. And I guess no matter what happens, we can technically start designing the van car now. But I need to make 50,000 sales first. Anyways. So maybe we're gonna make some nice sales with this, let's see. We also have problem with the emissions. So these are all the race cars. I assume that's the ones that use the V8. I'm not sure though which one it is that creates the problems. On the other hand, we have bigger problems than this because the 300,000 minus and the 7 million minus are not from the 300,000 emission problems. Yeah, that's the problem. 8 million minus. So company will survive. Let's say it's 10 million average, right? It's 34 months. This releases 2 years. Less. Ain't that beautiful? Yeah, right. This is, yeah, no, it's 2001 when it will release, so yeah. And as you can see, everything that can make money is making money. This is costing a lot of money. Yeah. It's not getting better. Oh, that's good. We made a plus. Because we changed that engine with the Rev 1.3, we are getting some problems with that. M60 V12 version, high rev version 1.3, as that can only be for the spectacular. And I think, yeah, he will stop there. These are the ones that need it, I assume. Wait, I can see that, no? I can see that somewhere, which cars use it. That doesn't really matter. I can see the factory that does it, I guess. And since the engine is taking so long anyways until the inline 6 is ready, we might as well just put the contract one back to the V12. 12 Mark III. But really Mark III? Which car still makes, which car still needs the old 1.3 version of the car? And that's probably the one that makes the emission problems at the same time. But with so many cars, as you can see, it's hella problematic finding out which one that is. I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I don't have time for all that. Engine problems, engine projects. Let's have a look. Now, the high version is one of the later ones. It's 1993. So there should be good demand. So it should make sense to re-establish it in the factory. However, it would be hella old. And that's probably still the reason for the emission problems. Then it probably just makes sense to facelift the cars and then just put a new version in. But then again, that costs a lot of money and we don't have that right now. So just gonna have to live with the bad emissions as part of our factory signature. So factory manager. Where's the contract? So it's the Mark 5 high ref 1.3, I assume. I hope that's the correct one. And since this is only a couple race cars who are getting this V12, it's okay that the emissions aren't met because not many cars that are being sold with that thing, I assume. And this is good, we don't pay anything for it, which is good because we just made, because this factory was producing this anyways. We're thinking we'd do something good by planning ahead and putting it to inline 6, but it didn't. Yeah, it's a spectacular who is making the main problem with this, spectacular 2. Just one of our race cars, and I think, yeah, the spectacular 2 light sport, the original one, right? It's this one, and the production completed now, so it's probably okay. Probably the last couple sales that are being done now. But is it that bad? 89 out of 100 sounds good to me. Sorry. So that's very good. We have a couple cars that completed engineering, and probably the old versions of the cars are either stopped and producing the new one, or they are ready to be able to produce our brand new engine and our brand new car family. So that's pretty good. So the Lagoon 2 and the Pro Mark 5 are ready, so that's great. So we should get some sales now, hopefully. So the Pro Mark 5 is already looking good, has some demand, but not too crazy, not to the point where we can't deliver it. So we have to look Perp and Lagoon, how they're looking and what's going on. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. So the Perp, we have 2 months of stock missing. Produced 50. Delivered 45. Sold 12. Sold 6. Produced 7, so I think it's going down. Now, how's the Perp? Oh, the prop is even older, huh? Wait, there was a prop, the lagoon. That's the one that it's making loss, and the sage. But we're getting crazy sales from him. Shark monster. Okay, let's just see if the -5 goes down or not, I guess. That's good. The inline 6 has been done, but I'm assuming that it won't be enough factories because we only have one factory set, and assume that soon cars will be wanting this engine. -5 are not going down. So I think I'm gonna have to increase the price for this. It's not going down. Yeah, it's actually getting worse. Who's producing the lagoon too? There's so much management. I'm already like more stressed from this than relaxed. It's already overworked. That's kind of the problem. I should probably have another factory work on it, but I'm gonna deal with it later. And actually I'm gonna call it a day for today. And thank you guys for being there.